Really kicking in. I played the wrong one. Oh yeah, I played the wrong one. It's motherfucking Friday, not Monday. We got two special guests on tonight, man. Fucking glad to have you guys back on, and it's good to have you on together, guys. So,
right.
Let's go around.
John
man.
David, introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, bud.
You're the one with the single. I'm just here to help out.
Well,
by all means.
We have we have John David here. He's like somewhere there. We have TJ. Yeah, the Boneyard.
Good cooking, man.
And then myself. Allow me to introduce myself. Michael Carbajal, aka Draven.
Hey, we got Hollywood, Karen, Michael's watching, Tammy says hello. People are piling on.
Hello, Tammy.
So how does it we'll start with you, Michael. How does it feel to get the single and shit out, bud?
It doesn't really feel real, honestly. It feels sort of like it's like a dream. But I think that if you want something hard enough, like and you're passionate enough about it, I think that there's nothing impossible for you to, achieve, or for you to get to where you want to get or what you want to do. So, but it feels great, a long time coming for sure.
Yeah, I know you worked hard, man. I remember meeting you when you were just starting to doing your live shows online and shit, and then fucking been on the show a couple times now, and this will be, I think, your third time on now.
Yeah. I think it all started with lives because of the pandemic, and then I was doing like covers and karaoke, and then I don't know, sometime in May, I think, of last year, I just was going through a lot. I think I spoke about it the first time I was on TheBoneYard.
Yeah.
About the song and how it came about and things like that. So, and it's crazy because we're in April and I released it today, and next month is May. So it's like,
yeah.
It's like, wow,
yeah,
the whole 360.
Now, John, you've been rocking the live scene too, man, just like Michael here. But you got lights going, man. You always have a theme rocking. Let's indulge into your show a little bit, bud.
Well, kind of the same way.
Hold on, there's place.
For me, I didn't really get started with karaoke until, I've been singing forever, but it took a little bit of a nudge for me. I got pushed on a stage in Afghanistan, of all places. And I think the first song I sang was Shake Your Tail Feather by Puffy, and I'm like, this ain't my scene. But once I found, the crowd was actually into it, even though I wasn't. And from there, it was getting better there. I hooked up with a guy that knew how to sing, and he kind of told me the ins and outs, because he said, my biggest thing with musicians is guys that have talent and nobody ever coached them on how to use it. And so I always thought I was decent, but he was like, no, you could be really something special if you got trained on how to use your voice. So it's been kind of just going to karaoke bars, and then the pandemic happened, like Mike said, and I found quarantine karaoke through a couple friends. And what started out as just singing at my coffee table evolved into buying stuff on Amazon, buying speakers on Amazon, microphones on Amazon. I'm not just singing to a phone anymore. It's singing to kind of like, I have a whole setup here. Got a little PS going in the background.
No, I love it, man. If I had a setup like that, I would do like live jams every fucking night, every Friday. Like,
well, and I've got twins that are in freshman year of high school, so I can't keep them up all night. My daughter kind of does it on her own anyway, but it's kind of one of those things. And Mike and I started our own group with the help of a buddy of ours, John Muntz, who put together Be Yourself and Sing or Talk. Basically, you know, on the fact of we've been bounced out of so many groups that have so many different rules, and you know, you have to book time in advance. I don't know, you're a busy guy like I'm a busy guy. We don't have, you know, hey, next Friday, do you have an opening where I can sing for like 20 minutes? I don't play that way. So we started a group that, you know, there's no rules and regulations other than just be a good human being. Don't, you know, make fun of somebody that's trying to do a live, and, you know, just whatever you want to do. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to talk. And that's basically just
John David, you know how to talk.
Thanks. Well, last night in particular, right? So usually when my shows end, I'll just go on a, you know, it's my brain focusing on just trying to leave, but I don't want to leave people that just tuned in. So it's like, I got to leave you with something.
It's like that Led Zeppelin song, Ramble On. It's just like, that was just a song for John. Ramble On!
Ramble On! Yeah.
No, that's awesome to see, like, that you guys have started up this group, and it seems to be. I always bring it up, man. Music and mental health, you know, it will get you through. You just got to find your touch onto it and how to get into it, right? Like yourself being a veteran, you know, that's got to be an extra help. Other than like Michael and myself struggle with addiction, I imagine you have as well, you know, and finding that balance and finding that way to get through it. It's just, you can't have enough music, you know, whether it's you guys, independents, karaoke, or it's the bands that's been on the show, you know, it's all the same. It all comes from the same place, right?
Absolutely. Right.
So what's in store? Like, what do you got new coming up, John?
You know, Mike is kind of pushing me towards coming out with original stuff.
Yeah.
Every band that I've been in, people just kind of shove words in front of me and say, here, just sing this. And it's mostly my ADD brain is just, if I see something in a movie or something that triggers like an old memory, an ex-girlfriend, something like, if I had a song that could just blow them away, like I fuck things up. And that's kind of where my mind goes. And I'll just put together a song, and 2 seconds later, I'll blink and it's gone.
Stop playing.
And I really could just walk around with a recorder on my phone and just hum to myself and, you know, record it. But I'm just not that you know, in tune with one. I don't know. Maybe John, at my age.
John,
at my age, maybe I just don't.
That you were in a boy band.
Back in Boston.
Boy band like NSYNC or like Backstreet Boys? Was it like that? Did it sound like that? Like, what kind of music were you creating in the boy band?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy was saying that group's awesome though, and when she does decide to go live, she'll actually go live, right, on that show.
Yeah.
So back to you there, Michael. Where do we find your single? How do we help support your cause and what you're doing? Like, I know you mentioned during your show, we everything's streamed, but like, if we want to actually support you, where do we get the single?
You could go on iTunes and it's 99 cents. You could buy it, or I mean, it's like streaming. So, but that's a way to like support. But usually, I think people nowadays like download it, or it's just like streaming on whatever platform. But it's on every social media platform you can think of: Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, YouTube Music. Did I say Spotify? I think I said Spotify. Apple Music, iTunes, all that. So yeah. I'm everywhere. So if you guys haven't checked out Bloody Sunday, go check it out.
I did. I checked it out today, actually. The weather's been so shitty for us. I haven't really worked this week at all. So I've had a chance to like go back on John's stuff and watch his live stuff and that, right? Catch up on what you're doing, you know.
You gotta have a lot of time on your hands then.
I know next week and the week after we're booked solid. Like Monday, Tuesday, we got bands coming out of Germany, so I've got to get up at like 3 in the morning to fucking pump out the interview. Right? Like, it's gonna be brutal, man. But that's why we're here. That's why I do this show, and that's the same reason why you guys sing and fucking do what you do, right?
Yeah.
I think we're all in the same boat though. Like the end of the pandemic, it's just time to get back to music, which is like all these bands, right? All these tours, and none of them are coming near me because I live in, bumfuck North Dakota. But just the fact that all these bands are coming back out again and trying to make their money that they missed out on 2 years. And I don't think people realize all these musicians sitting at home, they couldn't tour, they couldn't do anything, putting together albums so that they had something once this lifted to just hit everybody. So make sure everybody gets out and see these guys, and that's how we keep music going.
Support your local musicians.
Yeah.
Brought to you by brought to you by. Wait, can we retake that? Support
all
your
of them. Start getting out again. The way we bring the recession down too is we got to hit these establishments too and start, tipping your waitresses and get people back to work again. That's important.
Yeah.
And don't forget to tip your strippers.
Music is the food of life, man. And I believe that too. Like, it all started with music and mushrooms. That's what I. But anyways, fucking. So are you doing full-time music now, then, Michael? Or are you still plugging 9 to 5 like the rest of us here?
I am working Monday through Friday at an awesome bike shop called Cycle Fast USA. I love it there. The people are great. So I'm doing that Monday through Friday, 9 hours a day, 10 to 7. And then, I have my free time, but I've been really hitting the gym a lot. I'm trying to get Python arms like John David. Oh, yeah.
Working on it, baby.
Working out, going to the gym, taking care of myself, and just things like that. I do plan on coming out with another single. I have to work on it, but it's in there. It'll So
now very soon I'm going to be in the position to get my shit down recorded, and as I said, once it's done, I'll send you over that song or two that I'd like for you to guest sing on it for sure, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
we'll get you both on there.
What us in the same
space? I'll send you the riff and stuff, and then whatever comes to your brain as you're fucking listening to it, write it down and throw it on there and send it back, and we'll work with it.
TJ, you better pinky swear on that, all right?
Right here, swear on the horns of life, baby. But
I don't know if the world's ready for that.
We'll see, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've tagged up on a couple songs before.
Yeah.
And it seems like Tammy's on board. She's about to start stripping, according to this.
I know. I'm just waiting to hear where so I can go and fucking help support my locals, man,
I got to support my local strippers, too. North Dakota doesn't even have those. That's how low on the scale we are. We don't have strip clubs.
No, not anymore. I think COVID killed a lot of them, man. I don't know.
No, we still got them.
We still got them? Apparently we still got them.
I've lived in North Dakota for like 20 years now, and this area is, they tell me that they had one way back in the day, but a topless bar, but now there's nothing here.
I was on my lunch break, and there's a stripper club called the Carousel, and it's 3:30, 4 o'clock around that time, and there's just a ton of cars. So there's I guess people in there. I'm what? Why are I'm what the fuck?
Yeah, what are you doing at 3 in the afternoon chilling there?
Yeah, at a strip club. What the what? What kind of people? Yeah, I gotta go to a strip club.
That's like Varsity Blues, where they stumble out at 8 in the morning.
Yeah. I've done that actually once before. My cousin and I believe we went all the way to South Carolina because where we were back home in Georgia, there's it's a dry county and shit. There's not even a bar anywhere, right? So we fucking stumble out of this club, man, and the sun was coming up. It was like, oh fuck, man, like what's going on? I thought they closed at 2, right? No, they let us stay forever, but until we were broke, begging
Well,
for change for gas money to get home.
and now her last comment is maybe they have good wings. That's something I never understood that. Like why strip clubs have wings? Is that so they can check to see if you've been touching them?
Don't eat the
Maybe.
peanuts at a bar.
Yeah. Generally, you don't eat there, but some guys do, right?
Right. I've been. I just said this in my live the other night too. I've been to one strip club in my entire life, and we were supposed to go to Kyrgyzstan for Afghanistan, and our plane. Well, I guess they had bad weather where we were trying to get to, so we landed in Germany. So we had to stay in Germany for like 4 or 5 days. No civilian clothes, all uniforms, because it's just grab what you've got at on the overhead compartment and go to a hotel. Well, it's a old Air Force base that they turned into a hotel. Right around as soon as you leave the hotel, there's a strip club. And of course, I'm 23. I told everybody I've never been to one. So my buddies all pushed me in there.
Yeah.
And, no lie, and I'm not married at this time. So no
Newbie
rules
for the boobies.
Yeah.
And, all I remember is a French girl, which is weird because a French girl working at a strip club in Germany, I look up and she puts my head between her boobs and shakes and damn near broke my glasses. And that's all I remember. And I'm like, if you've got a set of knockers that can break glasses, like I got to take you home so you can meet mom.
Yeah, right. That's one great.
But I don't know, better judgment, I went against it.
Yeah. I almost went to one when I was in South Africa, man. But yeah, my better judgment was like, nah, I better not, man.
I bet they got some great stories though, and probably some bullet holes.
Oh, I can only imagine, man. But like, even when the locals are like, we don't go there,
right?
I'm probably not gonna go there. That
The special tonight is AIDS.
I made the joke before I went. I had to get all the shots and fucking take all this juice and shit. So I was like, and then I had to get the stupid fucking other shots to even travel and stuff. That's like I'm immune to everything but AIDS now, man. Like, let me on this plane. I gotta go. Right? Fuck.
That's what I said about COVID. After everything the Army injected in me, I should be good to go with that too.
Yeah, my cousin's the same, man, being military. And thank you for your service, by the way, and actually having me open. Man, I really appreciate that.
No, it was a pleasure jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
I know, right?
We always say we used to be like 6'5", and now we're 6'2".
Yeah. Now you're a bigger dude, right? So.
Yeah, I'm 6'2" now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't show because on your phone I'm only this big.
No, I know. I'm on a tablet, so you can't see the sheer size of my muscles in this video. But yeah, I fucking started growing my hair now that I've kind of been sober for a while. Letting her go.
Oh, let's see it. Is it like long enough? Is it like long?
It's at that stupid stage now, man, where I wake up like the dude from Ancient Aliens.
He's got that Sully Erna hair now.
Yeah, right.
Pretty soon he'll be sneaking backstage for Godsmack, telling everybody he's Sully.
Right? I've been told I could probably do it one year. So out of all the songs that you guys sing, man, what is the one you just fucking sing? You love it, like you have to sing it when it comes time,
For me, it's "Dream On" by Aerosmith.
Yeah, I've seen you do that one a couple times. I was gonna say maybe that one, right? But
as a Boston guy, that always hits home.
Right?
Oh, the bad boy of Boston.
And Draven can't tell you just one. He's got like 26 of them.
I think that's a difficult question for me because I have quite a few that I think are up there. But
Yeah.
I would say maybe "Gimme Shelter" by the Rolling Stones is definitely, or "Jumping Jack Flash" is definitely one that I think I go crazy.
I seen you did the Doors again tonight, man. You know me, I always, ever since I met you, I'm like you have that Jim Morris vibe when you sing, right?
Oh yeah, man, the Lizard King, man, he lives on, man.
Yeah. You guys both fucking put off a lot of energy, man, for what you do. Like it's amazing.
I think we bounce off of each other, you know, retrospectfully. I think and respectfully, I think we definitely bounce off each other. You know, he goes live. He has this ball of energy and entertainer at, you know, and he's also like funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But looks on everything.
Oh, sorry, John. You don't have the Brad Pitt appearance.
That's right. I don't. I got to make up for it in other ways.
Right.
But
when your mom tells you that you're not so much good on looks, so you better become funny real fast.
So what's it like juggling? Because you guys, I forgot you went live tonight on Fridays. You know, I thought like 8. You know, and then you were like, "Oh, I got to work," and then John sends me, "Oh, he's live right now, bud." Like, I'm like, "Oh, well, we might as well watch him before the show then. Fucking check him out." You know. So how do you guys both juggle? Could you both go live at certain times? You're pretty fucking dead on when you go. So how do you juggle all that, man?
I think it's easy for me because I have it already scheduled. So it's like, and I created this event where it's like Loud Love Friday because I love Soundgarden. If anybody knows me, they know that I love Soundgarden, Chris Cornell, and Temple of the Dog, and Audio Slave, and all that Seattle scene. But I created Loud Love Friday, and it's like it works for me because I get out of work at 7. The show starts at 8. It gives me time to set up and practice and go over songs that I think I'm gonna sing. So it definitely works for me. I want John to create an event, but I was thinking of maybe Thirsty Thursdays, but I don't think he's rolling with that one.
It's so hard. Like, and that was my biggest issue with that one group I was in is, you know, working at a prison. It used to be I just had my 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. shift, and I took a promotion now where I work swings. So I start off the week working 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then right in the middle it drops. So like this week on Thursday, I'll work until 6:30 whenever we get everything done. And then I have to get up at 1 a.m. and come back at 3. So it's a really quick swing over, and then I'm just dead that day. I come home and I just crash like I've been on a bender for like a week. And then I've got like usually 3 or 4 days of that. And then by my Friday, it's like yesterday was my Friday. So I came home and I'm like, I know my wife's working till 5:30, so I think I can put together a show. And I was just kind of going through the motions of the day, and I'm like, the hell with it, I'm gonna go. So I did one show, and then I'm watching everything go on. And we don't have friends in our group, by the way. Our group is family, and there's 234 members last time I checked of family members now. So for me, our brother Joe was on last night, a great human, as he likes to be called. He's a great human. And listening to him talk, and Mike says, "You know what? Thirsty Thursday, John, you got to go on." And I'm like, I just did like 3 hours today. And then, it's like about 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock roughly. And then next thing I know, it's 2:30 in the morning my time. And Mike's like, "You're still awake, man, go to bed." And you just get lost. So for me, it's like I find time wherever I really can. It's not easy. And it's really hard for me to try and put a plan together on top of that. Like, so like next Friday, that's my Saturday. So maybe it all depends on, is my wife going to be home? Because she doesn't want me, hanging out doing this instead of being up there with, got to have attention. And That's the only way a marriage worked, is I have to pay more attention there than here. And so even right now, I'm like, I know you're home and you work today. I'll just be down there for a little bit. And she already knows if I'm down in this room, especially, it's not. I told her, yeah, I'm going to go downstairs and I'll be a half hour and I'll be right back. And then it turned into like a 2.5 hour set. And I don't, as Mike said, we kind of bounce off each other. I don't like, if there's two people watching, I really don't want to just be like, all right, and thanks. So if I ever made it as a musician, I don't know how I could do that and just, thanks everybody, we reached our curfew, we got to go.
Hey, yeah, I know.
You got a packed house, everybody's excited, but.
And like, speaking of, you know, our family in the group, I think it's overwhelming in a good way, and I think it's just amazing. And Joey, an awesome human being, came out with a book. He said, she said, I said, memoirs of and poems of a real boy. It's out now, so definitely check it out. I got my copy. So yeah, doing a little, you know, promoting over here. But on the Boneyard.
A Don't Care Bear, man, just came in the mail from me, man. I'll put up the link in the fucking title. It's got a little bond that comes with it, a little stash spot.
I saw that on your page.
Get it.
This thing is fucking sick, man. I'll put the link up in the title after.
Yeah, John's definitely gonna buy that. He's definitely gonna get it.
Yeah, she ships all over. So.
My 14-year-old, we'll put it this way, my 14-year-old started early.
Yeah, they all do nowadays, man.
Well, you know, working at a prison, I didn't think I'd deal with those issues. We adopted when they were 3, and we've had them for 11 years. And the drinking started last summer, smoking weed, cutting class. And I tell them all these stories about where I work, and it's just a flyby.
Yeah.
And so that's, music is my escape from that, because it's really hard to try and parent somebody that's like giving you the stone cold, just, you know, I'll crack 2 in your face, and no, you won't. I'll fucking knock you in the head.
Yeah.
But
smack it down.
It's been that. It's been work. It's been, you know, I told Draven this last night. It's kind of like music is just my release. I focus on, if I let that consume me and I let work consume me, I drown. And that's where most people get lost, and they, you know, go into a substance that they don't need. And music is my drug. It's always been my drug. So my audience is kind of like my addiction. I need that feedback. If there's nobody posting words, there's no hearts going up, there's nothing. It's like being at a show where everybody's still sitting down. And that's from all my years watching Godsmack before they got signed. The first thing Sully would do when he grabs that microphone, why are you sitting down at a rock concert? I'll come back when you guys are ready. Yeah. And he just wait 5 seconds, and then you hear a chord backstage and everybody's up.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, you need that feedback. And that's what gets me through.
Oh, it's true though, especially with the live. Like, I love doing the live shows. It's better, man. You know, like I can sing in my car. I'm not a singer, but you know, I can jam in my car, I guess, while I'm going down the highway. But like, it's just better to fucking present it out there. Here, man, this is what I'm doing now, right? Like, and to see the reaction and having other people be helped while you're helping yourself in that sense, you kind of, as you said, you become that family. It's no longer just friends on this group, you know, you're a family, right?
Yeah. You read into all these other groups that say it, but you don't show it. And every group I've been to, you know, we're a family, but they'll kick you out the second you do something wrong.
Yeah.
And well, that's not what a family does. And that's why I say that the old, was it the Legion? No, it was the 4 Horsemen. You can imitate us, but you'll never duplicate us. And that's the biggest statement that I can put to our family in the group, is that I've watched all these other admin guys and creators that have, it's almost like they took word for word what I just told new members of my group, and then go to their group and, I'd like to say thank you for joining my family. Fuck you. You just stole, you just plagiarized my whole bit.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
that's why I told Mike right away. I'm like, I'm watching this guy just plagiarize. You know, he totally just Joe Biden my whole speech.
Yeah.
And Mike's like, calm down. The bigger we get, more and more people are gonna, you know, copy what you're saying. And that's why you can copy what I say, but unless you mean it, it don't mean nothing.
And
No,
we got 2 words. Booyah! You make the rules, we will break them.
Because we don't have any. Our only rules are Facebook rules. So
yeah. Well, I've done good, man. Like I don't know, not to talk down about my show, but there's been some drugs done on the show live on the air that, you know, I can't help or shit. And they haven't kicked me off my language, you know, unfiltered. I've said a lot of fucking I swear all the time, you know. So I don't know, maybe I'm not on that algorithm where enough people are watching for them to fucking get rid of me, right? But it's gonna happen one day.
yeah, that last one just blew me away. You know, that last group that they not only kicked me out, but like in the middle of my show, they ended it and blocked me so that I couldn't even find out what I did.
Oh no way, eh? That's hilarious.
And then another admin who had the courtesy to, you know, find out. As an admin, you work for free. Like you don't get paid to be an admin. You're just helping out.
I do all this. It comes out of my pocket. And when I travel and the world's open and I go to these shows and go to the band's houses and do the barbecues and shit, I pay for all that. It's like nobody's paying for that shit, man. You know?
Well, and that's the thing. And she went out of her way to find out, you know, what I did. And they demoted her out of the admin group and called her a rat. And it's like, that's not even cool because first of all, she didn't try to sneak me back into the group. That would be a rat, right? Or she didn't like try to get me unblocked. So to me, it was just wrong. And when I went through all these motions, the creator of the group said, hey, by the way, now you guys have a group, run with it, which is like really cool. Mike and I and Lisa, we all, you know, it's really an open policy. As long as you don't violate a Facebook rule, run with it. Be yourself. That's all we ask. And treat people not how they would want to be treated, but how you want to be treated. That's the biggest thing.
I know, people have forgotten that. They're keyboard warriors now. Like if the guy's seen you on the street, 6'2" fucking prison guard, fuck, he ain't saying shit to you. You know what I mean? But because they're at home behind their little thing, that's why I love to do the things in person, do them live. You get the real reactions, the real feelings. But right, like
especially with karaoke.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I've said that from the beginning. Quarantine karaoke has a lot of people that just watch to bully people. I know that when I was a moderator. You know, people that you're already going through a tough time, you know, being a person in transition, you know, and oh, you're a dude wearing women's clothing, and it's like, why would you let it? If you didn't like it, why wouldn't you keep scrolling? It's not your problem.
Motley Crew, like they fucking, the more like women they looked, the better their music was at the time, man. Like,
right. And my biggest issue is like, would you people really go to a bar listening to people do karaoke and heckle them? Because if I ever came across people like that at the bar, I'd smash them. And yeah, it's coming from a corrections officer. I just don't like.
No, I hear you.
Those. It's almost like who raised you? But I'm raising one of those. So
Macho Man Randy Savage outfit.
I want to tell you something. Ooh, yeah. But he had Miss Elizabeth. I don't think anybody would call him the other way, you know?
No, right? But yeah, it's weird, man. Like even I got buddies into death metal and shit. They paint their nails. They fucking do their hair like this or whatever. They dress. Who cares, man? You know, and that's something that music has really shown me. Like growing up down south, I was raised a little different. I don't know how you're only in Dakota, right? So I'm from Georgia, so I got to hear and see a lot of shit that you don't see in Canada, right? And
Well, I'm
then the
originally
music
from
is what
Boston.
opened my mind, though. Like to go to an actual show and look around and see how many different people are there for the same music, the same reason, right? It just turns everything else off. We're all here because of the music, man. Now we're all family in that sense, right?
Well, you know, even in my family, it was, you know, because I'm from Boston, and the low income housing is, you know, along with that. So
Oh,
I always say I'm a product of the environment. My dad came from Brooklyn, so he was into, which is, if you've seen my shows, you know, it's
oh yeah.
my genres are all over the place.
I was gonna
I
say
started
you
out
do a lot more mixture than Michael does, right? Like as far as what you see,
tonight.
that
He was on point. He had some
yeah.
drifters on there tonight. He brought back the oldies. Bless your heart, man. But
So,
yeah, for me, like my dad would listen to oldies in the car. Um, so I kind of took what he listened to and kind of, you know, that was my thing. I'd listen to Elvis and the Drifters and, you know, listen to oldies and think to myself, it'd be great to see these guys, but none of them, you know, nobody goes live. They're in their 80s.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Right.
how do you
And
guys? We'll start with Michael because he's been quiet, just making fucking dance moves in the back here. How do you set up what you're gonna sing that night?
Um, so when I'm at work, I just I think John David does the same thing. I think if he's in the car, he'll listen to the radio, or I'll sort of go through a shuffle on my YouTube, and I'll be like, oh, I think I could sing that, or I kind of go through like my, I guess, collection of songs. Like tonight, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, I kind of prepared the set list for Friday, and I was like, I want to. That's kind of what I meant by me and John bounce off a
Yeah,
lot, because if I'm watching his live and he'll do a song, and I'm like, I like that. I think I could definitely cover that. I think that even though the showstopper does it way better than you, John David. But no, I'm just joking. It's all love.
getting
Shane
hyped,
O'Mac.
getting heated.
But no, it's I definitely prepare. I try not to do the same songs every Friday or every week,
Yeah,
because then it gets kind of like really boring, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
I got to do Sweet Emotion. But I try to keep it fresh, not do the same songs over and over again. But yeah. What about you, John David?
pretty well, like I was going into like all the what made me me, and I, you know, I have so many different moods. So like obviously rap was a big part of me. My family would make fun of the fact that I listened to that. It was
Yeah,
my brother that got me into Metallica. My first show was Danzig's Suicidal Tendencies and Metallica.
fucking
Awesome
fantastic.
show. An awesome show. Danzig's only, you know, even from a stage, he's only this tall. So, uh, but boy, he's built like a truck.
What you need?
But it all depends on like, it's definitely a mood. If I'm in like, I'm coming home, it's North Dakota, so country's huge here. And if I'm coming home and I've got the country station on, what I love about the country station is that they don't have commercials as often as everybody else. I don't. You would think that you'd need a whole lot more money to, but I guess not.
No.
So it all depends. Like we have the rock station, and I'm hearing the new Volbeat and the new Avenged Sevenfold, and Hollywood Undead's got a new album. So
Yeah.
it's really like where my head's at. If I'm just kind of, you know, an emotional day, I'm gonna set oldies. But it really, what will throw me off is, like I said, you're looking for that energy to get you through. And I know that my audience, and there's only like 5 or 6 people that watch me, and it is what it is.
Yeah, your
But
numbers don't go up, John.
they don't. They really don't. But maybe they will now that there's more people watching. but it's really not about the one or 20, however many people watch, as long as there's one. But if you're singing oldies, your numbers kind of are going to drip anyway, because your market there is very low. If I do country, some nights it's hit or miss. But rock always brings them in, especially the 80s. You know, you get them in with the Def Leppard, the Crew. You know, there's a reason those guys are still touring and still making money. And of course, my pitch range can go up and down too, which it's a nice gift to have. But I still don't know how to do it all.
Axl Rose over there.
Gotta have patience.
You're gonna die.
Only the Boneyard, baby. We get 2 fucking Axl Roses at once.
Right?
Have
Actually,
you guys ever?
Mike's more than Mick Jagger, I think.
Yeah, you're in New York then, eh, Michael?
Yeah, specifically Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, if you guys ever got together and done a live show together, but that's a bit of a tour, eh?
It's gonna happen sometime in the future for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Clash of Titans.
The Mega Powers, yeah, Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, yeah. It's something we've talked about, especially this year. You know, maybe this summer we'll see what happens.
Throw a barbecue, maybe have a whole weekend fucking deal, eh? Maybe the Boneyard will show up and cover tonight or something, right?
Yeah, and when John David least expects it, he's gonna get hit with some sweet chin music.
I'm always protecting the moneymaker. Take your best shot.
Sog for sog. Oh, I can't wait.
I got my good jeans on. I don't want to try and split them.
Yeah. I got my leather pants on, so you know I'll definitely split them.
I got away with actually, man. My plaid one.
Nice.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I'm just lounging around the house, right? So
you wear them bad boys, you got to put a set of bagpipes next to you.
Fuck, I love that. I wonder how to do that. I can play like a few instruments. I've never tried the bagpipes. I might smoke too much though. I might not be able to wind her up.
I don't know. Being in the Army, I was around a couple different locations for classes, and there were a couple occasions where I had somebody playing bagpipes, and I'm like, it seems like just the odd, you know, what am I going to take out to the other side of the country? I'm going to take my bagpipes and impress some people, I guess.
Go on tour.
I get, you know, some Amazing Grace never hurts anything. You know, I don't mind waking up to some of that.
Yeah, I hear that. Oh, Tammy got banned, eh, for one of her comments on my show somehow. So I can say like fucking stripper this and shit that, and she makes a comment, gets banned, eh?
You can unban her.
2 days. I can unban her?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. I'll figure that out after the show. That way she can watch Sunday, baby. We've got Age of Truth coming on, man. Can't wait for these guys.
You can also edit in your settings so they can swear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna change all the news. Just update. We can change the settings so no one gets banned for comments. Perfect.
But there's still no nudity, Mike. So keep your shirt on.
I've got to say, my show, I've almost had accidental nudity so many times. It's actually pretty crazy. Wardrobe malfunctions.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do, man? It's a live show, right?
Well, you don't plan on standing up. The next thing you know, I didn't wear pants.
Yeah.
Boing.
Well, where can we find you guys, man? One at a time. Where do we find you? And send me the links after the show so I can put them in the title, bud.
Absolutely. We're always on Be Yourself, for me anyway. Now that it's our permanent spot, it's our permanent home since it's ours. We can call it ours. We don't have to make appointments. We don't have to watch our mouth.
Nice.
That's where I am. I think Mike's on there all the time too. I'll let Mike talk for himself.
Oh, hey, hi. Yeah, we're both on Be Yourself. We created the group. We're gonna stick with the group. I have not been on Quarantine Karaoke. I have not been on any other group because this is where I stand. This is what I believe in. I love everybody on that group, and I am proud, and I fucking love Be Yourself. And I think it's an amazing group that was created by John. And John, I didn't have any part in it, so I don't know what the hell John is talking about. All right. But I am so thankful to be a part of it. So that's where you can find us. And yeah.
Right on, man. So send me the link over. I actually was not aware you guys had made this until tonight when John's like, he's live now. And then you sent me over the link or whatever. And it was
Whoa. TJ, you didn't do your homework, man?
I kind of did, but didn't, I went back on other. I know. I'm so unprofessional, right?
No. You're good, man. You're good, brother.
Right on. No, we'll get the links up, though. I'll get you guys to send me over the link, and then I'll fucking post her up in the title and shit. And we now have a link tree here in the Boneyard, moving up in the world. So I'll pop that in there. That'll take you to our Spotify list, which has a song from the bands that have been on. I'm still adding bands to it, and I've got some other bands to add. So there's lots of music there. We're on.
Can you, if I was to send you a link to the song, my single, would that work out?
I could add that to that playlist, and that'd be the newer song that's going on.
Nice. All right, I will send you a link.
Perfect,
for sure,
man.
For the new single.
That's what we're here to do, man. Help promote you guys. Get all local music scene, no matter whether we got bands from Germany, Australia coming on here soon, South Africa, like the local scene, anywhere you're at, let us know, man, and we've got a spot for you guys.
Well, John, you better step up your game, brother. You better step it up.
And my wife was right, because now I'm feeling energized, so I'm probably going to do another set tonight.
Yeah.
And it's all because of one saying: dreams come true, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Hey, yo.
Hey, man, play it loud, play fucking proud, baby. And we have merch coming up very soon. I'm waiting for my test shirt to come in to make sure I like it. Once I approve it, we'll have merch. We got hats, we got cups, we got shirts coming out. I'm working on her to get sweaters going. Another big shout out to these fucking awesome bears. I'll put a link up. You can get them custom made. They can have jars in them, little stash spots.
Definitely let me know when the merch comes in, because I would definitely buy a shirt.
Oh yeah, that'll be a big announcement on the show. I'll do an unwrapping of the shirt and everything.
Yeah, man.
I actually just haven't put it up yet.
When does Draven's shirt come out?
Right.
Listen. All right, I gotta still figure out a music video for the single. Like, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I want a music video. It's gonna come out soon, but a shirt, I don't know. I don't think.
Just
moving on.
Blind, yeah, you'll have posters of yourself.
Yeah, posters of me just in leather pants with no shirt, like.
Fuck yeah, baby. I want one personally signed, bud, and I'll hang it up here with me playing the guitar on the wall.
There is actually people that I know that are fans, and they have sent me pictures of myself, like, on their wall. Like, they have taken pictures out, or I guess, of me that they find on my profile, and they just, hey, look, I have you on my wall. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
A fan, because I talked about Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. They crocheted for me a while. That was pretty cool, man. I fucking love that. Thing's been everywhere since I've got him now. He travels everywhere, right? I got the beeve. I've had him for like 10 years. This guy's been to Cuba, South Africa, fucking
Wow.
48 different states, right? This guy's new to the family, so we're taking him to Peru in January. Keep an eye out for that.
I did
And
show him to my son.
We're trying a cooking bit now, so we've got some other guest stars that are.
I saw that. I saw that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
Yes,
so
yeah, I saw
I've
the
got some
cooking.
new lights, so we'll have more lights in my kitchen. I got another buddy who's a professional chef, so he'll be doing some shows too.
Wow.
We're working on it, right?
The Boneyard is expanding.
Right, baby.
I
Be
hear that
there or be square.
Yeah,
I hear that from time to time, because as a, I'm a chef now, so I hear a lot. If I'm going to stop my show and go up and make dinner, everybody's like, "Oh, you should do a show, where you're cooking." And I had to do a senior project in culinary school for that, where you're doing like a cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a whole lot of jokes, but if I'm preparing food, like I'm just focused on that, it's really hard for me to focus on anything else. And then, oh, well, this tastes like crap, so don't make that, because I wasn't paying attention.
I pulled up I'm like, go to the grocery store and get what you need. I didn't tell anyone what they needed or nothing.
Right?
I pre-filmed it, but I didn't edit the tapes. Like, it's still live in that sense, just because of the way it works in the kitchen. And then I did pulled pork and homemade bread, so it was like hours of waiting. We're not gonna stand there for hours and go live, right? Watch the dough, guys. Use the cold pork in the slow cooker for hours, right? Like,
this is magically done, and I didn't tell you how I got it done.
Yeah, right. And then even I don't use cup, so it was like a cup this big full of hot water. I got relaxing music playing the whole time in the background, lightly in the background. It's fucking. It was fun to talk about.
I noticed the relaxing music in the background. It was like yoga music. I'm like, why is there yoga music in the background?
It's comedy, man.
It's like,
comedy, relax.
Today I'm gonna season pork chops. La, 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 la.
And we're gonna do it in an elevator.
Right?
It's gonna be magically delicious.
Next week, baby.
Anyone who tuned in tonight is like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, once a month, be watching for that here in the Boneyard. Last Sunday of every month, there'll be some type of cooking thing coming up. And then we have our big travel show, 30 Days to Bolivia. That starts January 4th is when we fly out. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Plus all the music that we're bringing you this year. Fuck, man, it's going to be crazy. We're getting a lot more different international bands coming at us. We got a lot of local bands for Canada anyways. Montreal, we got a few of them coming our way. Fuck. Montreal's exploding with music right now, man. Late Night Trouble, Dead Man Prophecy, man. Like, I could go on for 20 more minutes, but I know we're coming to the end. We got shit to do. I know you're tired. You've been a long day. We got shit to do. Same here.
Okay. Okay. So John David, I have not noticed, I don't think anybody's noticed, but we lost a great, phenomenal drummer on Friday. And this live, I think I dedicated like a song or two. And I don't think you dedicated any songs to Mr. Taylor Hawkins, Mr. John David.
I haven't.
Wow.
I haven't.
Wow.
It's too emotional for him, man.
Well,
I choked up.
I really liked Nirvana. I still do. I think we all do.
Yeah.
I just never got into the Foo Fighters. I mean, I could do an Alanis Morissette song if that makes you feel better. I think I've listened to them, if it were any other band, but I just never got into them. So, like, I mean, I did like the Mentos commercial thing that the video that they did. That was cool, but I don't know. And it's weird, right? Because it's not like David Grohl's like an ass or anything like that. He's actually a really genuine guy when he's on stage
Yeah,
and brings
yeah,
kids
down
up
to
on
earth.
stage. And I think he's great for the music industry. It wasn't my style.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the times we mainly cover heavy metal, death metal, fucking, and then the odd time I'll pop in. We've had a few good punk bands. The Berettas, which aren't punk or any of that. They're just a different breed of music on their own. Very good. You have to have that diversity. Like you said, respect it, but you don't have to listen to it, right? But you still have to
yeah,
respect the work that goes into it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times when I do it, and if there's only one person watching, it doesn't feel the same, but it still takes the same amount of effort to sing, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, or as Draven did tonight, Boardwalk. They're not easy songs to cover. You got to still put the same effort in, and it's still going to hurt your throat to do it, even if only one person's watching. But like you said, if you pop in and, the dude that you like to hear is singing oldies, you're probably going to be like, not tonight, guy, but.
Yeah, we'll check him next week, see what he's doing. But that's the
Right.
beauty of the show, you tag her to everyone, and it's no different than Monday night. Oh, I don't like these shows, so I don't watch TV. You know what I mean? But fuck,
Yeah.
Tuesday
I think
night, I know he's going to be doing this set. I love it. I'm going to watch it.
yeah.
Support it.
I think it's just tragic that he Dave Grohl was in Nirvana as a drummer. He lost Kurt, and now he formed the Foo Fighters, and now he lost his drummer, and it's like,
No,
it's
that's
just
quite the
like mind
coincidence.
blowing.
A little
Yeah,
weird. Like how, like you said, he I lost the singer, then became the singer, and then lost the drummer. Like
yeah, like it's just
full
odd.
circle. But the music world always plagued with early deaths, and we're always losing the best of the best most of the time. It's a shame, but
The best
kudos to
are
you for getting. You said 6 months sober. You said tonight on your show, right? So
yeah. It's been a crazy ride. Rest in peace to Roxy,
yeah, man.
Fox. But I remember when I went to Alanis Morissette concert, and I think the next day I found out that she had passed, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I remember I made a decision where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna live soberly, and I'm gonna do this, and and I stuck with that decision and that
Yeah.
choice, and it's been 6 months, and I feel great. I feel better than I've ever felt before. And it's just
Well, yeah. When I kind of went the other way when she passed, I started just boozing it, man, like uncontrollably, like. And then a couple months ago, basically when I got back from South Africa, I was like, I'm gonna sober up for a while. So I spent a month detoxed out, and then now I'll have a few beers, but I'm not drinking every night. Like I'm not. I'll have 2 or 3 beers now instead of the fucking 12 pack, and
oh my
it's
god.
once a week maybe now, right? So
Yeah.
I'm getting there, but
No, yeah, moderation is definitely the key. I think that's something
yeah.
that I didn't have a hold on to. I would drink, I drink at any time. I didn't really
Mhm.
care. It just was like, oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's 7 o'clock, or oh, I
Well, I'm
just
not
didn't have
working today.
control.
Wake up, have a couple beers, fucking
Yeah,
cook something.
or like, just get a whole thing of, Jack or Tito's, and
Mhm.
just, have a little blast.
I gotta say, Roxy is the reason we all met in the first place. So,
Yeah,
love that girl to
she,
death and love her forever.
I remember I called out of work, and I sat in a park, and I was on the phone with my best friend, and I was just crying. I was like in tears, and I didn't want to go to work. I just like was like, and I remember she'd always say, fly high, soar more. And I want to get that
Yeah.
tattooed eventually. at some point. But
getting a little fox somewhere on me for her, right?
yeah, I think, another reason why it's so emotional for the release of the single was she was around when, I came up with the song, and she was so supportive, and so she loved it. And I think, I'm not only releasing it for myself, but, for the people that I've lost along the way, and for them to look down upon me and say, I'm proud of you, and like I have achieved something, and I think that's really important. I think that it's necessary, I think, in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah, no, huge shout out to her. I was able to be a part of the funeral. They had me on the live chat. I got to speak my words and stuff to everybody, and I still keep in touch with the family. Talk to the sister, mom. I always call them mom and dad, right? Because that's how they were with me, right? So
Yeah, we go way back, back.
yeah, you knew her longer. How long did you know her for then, John?
I knew her through TheBoneYard, really. I remember when Mike was saying that she was helping him out with managing his career and stuff like that. And I said, I think I made a comment, in fact, on TheBoneYard, and I said, that must be nice. And then she messaged me after and said, I'm open to help you out and get you out there too, and, make sure that you get seen. And it was really, kind of like you reached out as well. It's weird to hear people are interested in a guy that just sings karaoke. Like I said before, I can't create my own stuff. If I would, I don't know where I'd be, but
Yeah,
I'm at that point where at 43, I don't know how much longer I'll keep doing it.
music is music though, man. Whether you're creating it or you're singing it, whatever you need to do to get that release, and
Yeah.
if music the way through, then it's singing in the shower, or singing in your car, or writing lyrics and learning to sing them or play that instrument, right?
Yeah.
Like when you look at my old shit, man, it's all, I hated the world. It's all heavy and death. And then the older I got, it slowed down. And now I'm playing an acoustic most of the time, right?
I just missed the Skid Row gig that they got. So, they kicked out their singer. So I just missed out on Skid Row, I guess. Somebody should have sent them my videos.
Right? I know somebody that knows somebody, man. You never know, right?
That would be so crazy though, if like John was like, they found like somebody sent like a video of John over to like, the band, and they're like, yeah, we want him. Send him a message. Get him over to us. And then somebody sends like a video of me singing like Soundgarden and Chris Cornell, and then Soundgarden's like, we want you. You're gonna be like the temporary singer for Sound, and then we just like meet up and. Hey John, what's up, man? You're in Skid Row now.
Right? We're the replacements.
Yeah.
One can dream.
Yeah. People, and you can tell you guys care a lot about what you do and the passion you guys put into what you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic band. It keeps me going too. Like I watch your show. I'm watching your show. It's like, fuck, I got to do my show now, right? Next step, right? I got to up one more, right? So
it's kind of how we are. If I watch his show and I'm like, he upstaged me, that dick, I got to go and do my own thing now. Yeah. But that's kind of, it's how it all started for me. Is I went from that table and I saw, the Draven show and Mike's, jumping up and down and doing the Rolling Stones, and he's, got the whole Mick Jagger thing going, and then he did a Doors song, and he was moving.
Fucking perfect, man.
Right?
I gotta get you that,
right? And then he was doing the Doors, and he was doing the Morrison perfectly, and I'm like, I'm just sitting here at a desk. That's my thing. I got to get up and move around. And then that went to, I got to have a background. And then, first thing Draven says is, that's awesome, man. Where'd you get that? And now,
now I have a little background. That's what I mean. We bounce off of each other.
Well, I'll tell you in a few months, I will have a background too, man. You guys are making me step up again.
Right. And I couldn't
in
even
the
stop there. I
beginning-
had to get a projector to make sure that, you know, I had, because every live act now has those big screens behind them with the, you know,
Yeah.
full monitors going. And I was like, it kind of seems boring that I just have lights. So then I got the projector, I got the computer to put the image up there. So now if I'm singing Metallica, I've got the Metallica video going back there, and
Fuck, that's
oh, it
sick,
adds a
man.
little something.
It's pretty.
That'll
it's
be
pretty
Draven's
sweet.
next project.
Yeah.
It's I think in the beginning it was a lot more simple, and now it's not complicated by any means. But I just love that, you know, like we do little things like this, or you know, a new amp, or you know, wireless mic. You know, it's just like it's fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
So for sure. Yeah, even though John David thinks he's like, you know, upstaging me, like, come on now. Sit in the back, little boy, and take notes.
We'll
Get
see
your
you at the
little
barbecue
pad and your
this year,
pen.
man. We'll have a showdown live in the Boneyard. Both of you guys. That'd be sick.
He does have me beat. He put out a single, so
Yeah.
that'll always top me because I haven't done that yet.
Time to put out the album you've been dreaming of, man.
Right? We've talked.
I think-
I think eventually we'll be able to collaborate on a song.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool, man. Be interesting to see. But we'll let you go. I know, we said that 20 minutes ago, but
Yeah.
all right. Fuck,
Well,
you guys are awesome, man.
Thank
I'm
you
so glad to
much,
have you guys
TJ.
as family here in the Boneyard. Love what you guys are doing. Couple months, we'll have you guys back on, man. Maybe we'll make it a annual thing every couple months. Fucking
Thank
see where
you
you guys
so
are at.
much. Thank you so much, TJ. Thank you, Boneyard. And I think John David's going to be going live, so whoever's watching can go check him out. And I will send you the link to my new single. And if whoever's watching, you can go to any social media platform and check it out. Bloody Sunday. Just put my name, and it's there. And thank you again so much, Boneyard.
Yeah, baby.
Right.
Play it loud, play it fucking proud.
That's right.